All right, everyone. If you thought the EV market was already crazy competitive, well, hold on tight, because Toyota just threw a serious curveball. They just announced a brand new electric car with a jaw-dropping starting price of 17,999. Yep, under 18 grand. Honestly, that's nuts. Especially coming from Toyota, a company known for playing it safe with electrification until now. So, what's going on here? Is Toyota finally ready to go full electric? And why does this new budget-friendly EV matter so much? Let's unpack all of this, piece by piece. First, let's talk about Toyota's history with electric vehicles, because it's super relevant to understanding why this announcement is such a big deal. Toyota was basically the pioneer of hybrids back in the early 2000s. The Prius was everywhere, the OG eco car that convinced millions to dip their toes into greener driving. But for the longest time, Toyota was pretty skeptical about pure battery electric vehicles. They leaned heavily into hybrids and hydrogen fuel cell tech, basically saying, EVs? Yeah, not quite there yet. So, while Tesla was busy shaking things up and other automakers rushed to build EV lineups, Toyota played the long game. That cautious approach worked for a while, but the market is shifting fast. Governments are cracking down on emissions, subsidies for EVs are growing, and consumers want electric options, like yesterday. So fast forward to today, Toyota finally stepping into the pure EV game with a car priced so low it could flip the market on its head. Why? Because price has been the biggest barrier for EV adoption. Most EVs you see on the road cost $30,000 and up, often much more after taxes and fees. This new Toyota, let's call it the Toyota City EV for now, is designed specifically for affordability and practicality. It's compact, simple, and meant to be a no-brainer choice for people who want electric but don't want to blow their savings. Let's get into the specs because I know that's what you want. The battery pack is on the smaller side, packing enough juice for around 150 miles of range. Now, 150 miles might seem low compared to Tesla's 300-plus miles, but here's the thing. The average American's daily commute is just under 30 miles round trip. So for most folks, this is more than enough. Charging-wise, it uses a standard Level 2 charger, which means you can plug it in at home overnight and wake up to a full battery every day. Fast charging? It supports that too, but it's not going to blow your mind with crazy 250 kW charging speeds like some high-end EVs. Performance? Don't expect a drag racer, but the acceleration is decent for city driving. Smooth and quiet, like all EVs. It's about comfort and efficiency, not speed records. One thing that's huge with Toyota is reliability. They've built their brand on making cars that just keep going, and this EV is no exception. Fewer moving parts means fewer things to break, and Toyota's legendary build quality means you won't be in the shop every other month. Design-wise, it's a cute, practical hatchback. Nothing flashy, but functional and urban-friendly. Think tight parking lots, narrow streets, and easy maneuverability. It's not going to turn heads like a Tesla Model S, but it doesn't need to. Alright, so you might be wondering, what does this mean for the big guys in the EV world? Tesla has basically owned the electric car scene for the last decade with their tech-savvy models and massive range, but their prices have stayed high. Even their budget Model 3 costs over $40,000. Ford and GM are trying to get affordable EVs out there, but their cheapest options still hover in the $25,000 plus range. So Toyota's $17,999 price tag puts massive pressure on everyone else. Imagine this. Tesla, Ford, Chevy, suddenly they're all scrambling to figure out how to build a competitive sub-20K all EV without sacrificing too much range or quality. That's a huge deal. It could kick off a price war that benefits us, the consumers, big time. Toyota's also leveraging its massive manufacturing network to produce this car at scale, which means it won't be some rare, hard-to-find model. This could be on dealer lots nationwide, ready for immediate purchase. And speaking of features, Toyota isn't skimping on safety tech here either. The car comes with adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking, basically all the stuff we've come to expect from modern vehicles. It doesn't have Tesla's full autopilot suite, but for $18K, that's impressive. Now, before we go deeper, let me throw this out there. Would you actually buy this car? Is this enough range and performance for your daily needs? Or are you holding out for something flashier and faster? Let me know in the comments below. I'm really curious what you all think. Okay, so let's talk about the impact beyond just the US market. Toyota's not just selling this in America. They're targeting urban centers worldwide: Europe, Asia, Canada, places where smaller cars and shorter commutes are the norm. The compact design and affordable price make it perfect for dense cities where parking and traffic are headaches. Also, consider that this could open up EV adoption in developing countries where car ownership is growing, but budgets are tight. A cheap, reliable EV could revolutionize transportation in markets that have never had serious electric options before. On the flip side, Toyota's approach isn't without challenges. Some purists and tech enthusiasts might scoff at the limited range and modest features. But honestly, this is about accessibility. Getting more people behind the wheel of electric cars without the sticker shock. And let's not forget the environmental angle. More affordable EVs means less gas guzzlers on the road, which is huge for cutting emissions and improving air quality in cities. It's a step in the right direction, one that's practical, achievable, and scalable. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Toyota's move might push other automakers to rethink their EV strategies. Right now, many companies are focused on high-end luxury EVs or mid-tier crossovers. But a truly affordable, no-nonsense electric car? That's been missing. If this car takes off, we could see a wave of budget EVs from other brands. And that would totally shake up the market. Imagine a future where electric cars aren't a luxury, but the norm for most drivers. Crazy, right? One more thing worth mentioning is how this new Toyota EV fits into the company's broader environmental goals. Toyota has committed to massive reductions in carbon emissions and plans to have electrified options for all its vehicles by 2030. This $17,999 EV is a cornerstone of that plan, a way to get mass adoption going quickly. Before I let you go, here's a quick comparison to put things in perspective. Tesla Model 3, $40,000 plus price tag, 250 plus miles range, fast charging, and advanced tech. Ford Mustang Mach-E, around $43,000, similar range and tech. Chevy Bolt, roughly $26,000, 250 miles range, reliable and affordable. Now Toyota, $17,999, 150 miles range, solid safety and reliability. Not the flashiest or fastest, but the most affordable by a big margin. And that affordability is going to change the game. So, what do you think? Is Toyota's new $17,999 EV going to make electric cars mainstream? Or is this just a small step? I want to hear from you. Would you ditch your gas car for this? What's your biggest priority when buying an EV? Price, range, performance, or tech? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'm reading everything. If you like this deep dive, smash that like button. Subscribe for more tech and EV news that actually breaks things down without the jargon. And hey, hit that bell icon so you don't miss my next video, where I'll be comparing this Toyota EV to some other crazy affordable models just hitting the market. Also, tell me what you want next. Tesla's latest software update, Rivian's new truck, or maybe a full rundown on the wild AI tech coming to cars in the next few years? Thanks for hanging out, and as always, keep your tech smart and your drives electric. Catch you in the next video.